Well, yeah, this is a slightly different video because it's not party time yet in Monaco, but as you can probably see, I'm sort of set up, kitted out to do a bit of work tonight, hosting an event here in the Yacht Club. Really nice venue, as you can see. The guests haven't arrived yet, but it's going to be a lot of fun. Looking forward to that very much. But just a quick update really from FP2. Because I haven't got time to do the normal videos. I hope you kind of bear with me on that. But FP2, a little bit more of the same, just lots of very good laps on, this time on the soft tyre. Some fuel running at the end though, we'll get onto that in a little bit. But the two Ferraris, really, really good on the soft tyre, out there putting laps in that would make you think, yeah, this is definitely going to go there weekend. But having said that, Sergio Perez was third quickest in the Red Bull and doing a 13.0 compared with Charles Leclerc's 12.6, which is about what you'd expect for Sergio versus Charles. But Max only 13.1. And if that's the case, then as I said in the first video, you've got to assume Max is going to be 0.3 around there quicker than Sergio, given a traffic-free lap. So for the second, well, actually it's becoming a little bit of a habit for Max now, I think, to perhaps leave a little bit in reserve when he's doing his fast lap runs on a Friday, particularly around Monaco, of course, because there is no, starting on a Friday, there is no day in between in which to do any repairs to the car. So Max may be building up for the weekend, maybe he's got some problems with the car. Didn't look like it. He went out there and did a good solid run on fuel. We might as well talk about that. Really good, 16.8, 16.4, 17.9, 18.4, 17.1. By my count, he did the most quick laps on heavy fuel. Lewis Hamilton not bad as well, but obviously not quite as quick and probably not running quite as much fuel as Max. So Max certainly did his homework on the long run in the afternoon, so no reason to think that the car wouldn't be really good on light fuel as well. So the two Ferraris, two Red Bulls, and Lando Norris looking really good in the McLaren again, as we said this morning. Unlike poor Daniel Ricciardo, had a big moment, big accident going into the fast swimming pool section. You can only have a big accident there. He said just before he got out of the car to the mechanics or to the engineers, "I'll tell you what happened," something like that, which makes me think, or makes one think, that perhaps it wasn't driver error, maybe something broke. We'll try and get more information on that tomorrow morning. But in the meantime, Daniel was up to speed this morning, but that incident was coloured a little bit by the engineer saying to Daniel as the car came to rest, "Is the car okay?" Which kind of brought to mind, I suppose, Enzo Ferrari's comment when he heard about poor Eugenio Castellotti when he lost his life at Modena, and the first thing he heard was about Castellotti, and Enzo's reaction was, "And la macchina? How is the car?" That was quickly changed at McLaren. "Oh yeah, how are you, Daniel?" "Oh good, glad you're okay." "Yeah, good. So that was all right in the end. George Russell 6th in the Mercedes. I said this morning that the bouncing is back. That's what we could hear on the radio, the drivers talking about the bouncing. What they're actually talking about is the sort of low frequency bouncing, because they're running very low to try and get as much downforce as they can. And as Lewis Hamilton said afterwards, Monaco has been resurfaced, but it feels bumpier than ever for him running the car that low. And that is a function, obviously, of how stiff they're having to run on the 2022 cars in order to keep the car as low as possible to the road to maximize the available downforce. It's interesting, obviously, that Ferrari and Red Bull aren't having quite the same problems, and that's because they're generating more efficient downforce. And in the case of the Red Bull, don't forget they also have that rather strange front suspension geometry as well, which probably is helping them more around Monaco, if it's helping them, than any circuit we've seen so far. That's another point to bear in mind, I think, for the race. Pierre Gasly, again, continuing to go well, 13.6, 2/10 behind George Russell in the Merc. Fernando Alonso, 13.9 on the soft tyre. Sebastian Vettel, 14.0. Not bad. Aston Martin starting to go a little bit better. Yuki Tsunoda, and then Lewis Hamilton down in 12th place. Not very good, but he did a good run on fuel. 18.0, 17.6, 17.3, 17.3. Not bad at all. Lando Norris 17.4, 17.6, 18.5. So looking at that, you'd say Mercedes are right there with fuel on board. Presumably when the other teams have to do a bit more compromising with ride height than and Mercedes less, because they're running super low anyway. And that could be the reason. And meanwhile, George was doing 17.5, 17.3, 71. He was in exactly the same bracket as well as Lewis. So a big shunt for Daniel Ricciardo, but of course very pleased to say that he's okay. In the meantime, it's starting to rev up here. I'll just show you roughly where we are. This is the yacht club, the famous yacht club at Monaco. Below us is the exit of the tunnel, and there down towards the braking area for the chicane. And you can see there the road, that's the road up above. The track obviously is open right now for the public, just the cars going by. And yeah, let's just quickly have a look at the other side of this amazing facility, which is a Norman Foster building as well, just like the McLaren Technology Centre. Norman Foster designed this, obviously, to look like a yacht, a ship, but in reality it is a building, it's a fixed building, and you can see just how beautifully he's done it. And there's the array of craft on Monaco Harbour. You can see the harbour there, lots of sort of distant drums, noise of distant drums. I would say there are fewer oligarch yachts in the harbour this year, no surprise there. And they're out to sea. You can see some beautiful yachts there as well. So Monaco, yeah, everybody's of course delighted to be back at Monaco. As I say, it's unbelievably expensive. They've lost that extra day. Monaco used to begin on a Thursday. Friday was a free day. They've lost that. We're starting on Friday now. But I think they've more than made up for that by quadrupling the prices everywhere. I'm not trying to put anybody off. I'm just stating a reality of what it's like here. Anyway, here we are. I'm going to try and upload this direct to YouTube. It is a sort of one-off. Actually, probably be a similar version tomorrow after qualifying. See you then. Bye-bye.